Do you want me to clap so sync cameras?
Yeah, we got to sync. We're live, though. But
We're syncing cameras here on TRS Live.
Time.
Well, hello, everybody. It's been a little bit since we've done one of these. I think this is called TRS Live. I haven't been here for a while. We got Zach in his house. Tony's joining us up here again. Brought Tony in because he likes to talk about ice fishing and one of the ice fishing seasons that we got fortunate to have this year. So first and foremost, before we get too far into it, big announcement is we hit our winner chicken dinner. We had asked everybody to help us reach a milestone of 1,000 shares on a end of season holiday post that we did, and all you great followers of the Real Shot succeeded. We hit well over 1,000 shares on that. So we are going to give this Hoyt Helix away, but we're going to let Tony talk for a while first. So Tony's going to talk to us about some ice fishing and if there will be ice for the remainder of the 2020 season now, Tony.
I sure hope we get ice.
So
we're approaching third ice.
We were talking about that just before we went live, and you said which season so far of the 3 ice seasons we've had has been your favorite?
First ice was my favorite.
First.
That was a solid ice.
Second was all right.
Yeah, so I've been out fishing twice, and I guess you would call it on second ice so far this year. And it seemed like them fish are out deep already and not in the shallows where they would normally be during first ice.
Yep.
And when I went, there was only 4 to 6 inches depending on what lake I went on. So before we get too far into this, big caution, right?
Oh, yeah. If you don't have a spud bar, and, I mean, you can't be too safe right now, but chances are if you're planning on going out in this area, the ice is probably not safe.
Right.
Yeah. And to also call out, how many trucks have gone in the ice so far between first and second ice? Because I've seen a couple of them so far up north that have gone through. Like,
the only ones I heard of were on Shawano.
okay.
But
Yeah. Well, well, maybe you can give like kind of ice reports up to, let's just say, last weekend from what you were hearing.
So I heard 1 to 6 on Poigan, but just based on that tells you right there it's very inconsistent.
Yep.
There's a lot of springs out there. Cracks are going to open up. We had pretty strong winds, so I know Winnebago is probably completely shot right now.
Right. And then like a lot of you mentioned Shawano. I was hearing anywhere from, 4 to 8 up there. But, the thing about it is that, like, I had explained this to my son over the weekend. He wanted to go fishing on Sunday. And I'm like, no. Because the fact is that lake I was on previously, the previous weekend, there was 4 inches. But there was no snow out there. And then you put a good downpour on top of that. And I had to tell my in-laws this. That water runs to the holes.
Yep.
And then those holes just get bigger and bigger and bigger. So, a normal 6 to 8 inch hole turns into something your waist can easily fit through in a quick moment.
Yep. I did read online. Now, don't believe everything you read on the internet, but
I mean, it's not true if you read it on the internet?
No.
Oh.
I mean, some of it might be, but you really should find out for yourself
Right.
via spud bar and being cautious. But
Right.
I did read reports that guys were coming across old holes that were opened up 2 foot by 2 foot. So,
Oh, yeah. Yep. And then, out by me, we got 8 inches of snow. I know, and that's with Wapaka County. The valley here got, 3 to 5. So all that snow on top of a potentially weakening ice just makes for a big-time disaster.
Yep. We're approaching third ice. I really don't recommend anybody going out right now, but if you are a diehard, I get it because I am one too. But
right,
spud bar, float suit, picks. Yep. Be super cautious.
Yeah. So the main reason we wanted Tony to join us here for a little while is to go over some of the awesome stuff. We always carry a phenomenal assortment of ice gear here, from you know, like you just mentioned, float suits to rods, reels, combinations, lure assortment, live bait. It's all phenomenal here. But I just asked Tony to join us for a little bit and go over some of his favorites and what he sees is going to be productive during possibly third and fourth season this year for ice fishing. So go ahead, Tony. Kind of break down what you brought up here, and let's talk about it.
Okay. As probably a lot of guys have found out, Wonder Breads are hot. The color Wonder Bread. These wolf finkies from Custom Jigs and Spins this year have been really good for me. I've had a lot of success, especially with the Wonder Bread color.
So is that a new? That's just that's tungsten.
Yep.
They make them in tungsten
Yep.
now.
So it's pretty much the rat finky, which people have been having success with forever.
Oh, I love that lure.
They took that and put tungsten in it.
Yeah, so it's a little far away from the camera, but I mean you can go on their website and see these. So it's now they make these. So do they make like the Ratso and stuff in tungsten too now?
Nope, just the wolf finky.
So it's just a combination
Yep.
of, like you said. So, well, there you go. So that's the Wonder Bread. And how many different colors? I'm gonna put you on a spot. We just got a whole bunch of those in though, right?
Yeah, I want to say, I don't know for sure, but I think there's like, I want to say like 12.
12 different.
12 different colors and 2 different sizes.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Another one, if somebody asks me what my number one jig for ice fishing is, I'm going to say the tungsten fly from VMC.
Yep.
They came out, they added a little extra hair on the jig for this year and called it the bullfly jig.
Oh.
Highly recommend both of them.
Does that extra fuzz around it? Does it? Oh, I see where you're talking. It's kind of like a mayfly tail
Yep.
on the back of it.
Yep.
I was gonna say, does that affect the drop rate at all? But no, and they
No.
got little wings. So that if I could describe this for because the camera's a little fly, it looks just like a mayfly tail. It has off the back that must be rubber, and it has 2 little split tails off the back and then 2 wings, and then it still has your standard feather up by the jig head, the tungsten portion of the head. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yep.
Big
Yeah.
fan of the tungsten
This
fly.
this is my number one for sure for tungsten jigs. Some other new ones, actually, Fiska's came out with a tungsten fly now. Pretty similar, but definitely a little bit different design. They ultimately just added some hair onto the classic
Yeah.
Wolfgram Fiska's tungsten jig.
Yep. So I would say right away the biggest difference is eye placement. So like Tony was just saying, so if you look at the VMC, they have what you would call your custom or virtually a
It's
jig
like
hook.
a 9. Yep, it's
Yep.
like a jig hook or a 90-degree.
Yep, where the eye points back up 90 degrees, so it helps keep that bait on the horizontal plane. Where the Fiska version still has your, like you said, it's just virtually they took the Wolfgram, added hair to it, so you still would have to adjust your knot in between fish or miss strikes to get the knot so that bait sits back horizontal. But another, those look phenomenal. And again, you can see all this stuff on the website as well.
Yep. And then we're carrying 9mm tungsten jigs from Fiska's this year. We didn't have those last year. I don't know if these might actually be brand new. Not 100% on that, but these are some big
Great for jig and walleyes.
walleye. You could almost use those open water too, but whitefish, I could see this being. Yep.
So if you get on the bay eventually.
Yeah. Probably during 4th or 5th ice.
That's the common. That's common.
Another awesome. This is my absolute favorite plastic for ice fishing. Little Atom wedgies. Little Atom also has several other great plastics like the micro. I'm probably gonna butcher the names.
Micro
but
nuggies.
Yep. And
Yeah.
and the skimpies and doopies. They got some funny names.
They do. Did you get this? Is it on YouTube, Zach?
It should be.
I was just bringing it up, making sure. Are you monitoring the tube of the U?
Looking at both.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt.
And then I have talked about these before, and I've probably mentioned to a lot of the customers, but the Euro Tackle mummy worms, I'm a big fan of these. Right off the bat, just to have them as a backup in your tackle box.
Yep.
In case you either forget to pick up waxies, you lose them along the way.
Yep.
Just a
It's on there.
good option to have as a backup, but they work. I tip spoons for crappies a lot with these and do very well.
We had a customer come in, and he was looking for some wax worms, and we had just recently sold out. Like, somebody came in, we were in between bait deliveries, and I showed him these, and he goes, holy man, these are awesome. And these are literally, we've talked about this before.
Yep.
These are literally mummified wax worms.
Yep.
So
I love those, by the way.
They hold up a little bit better than live wax worms.
Oh, yeah.
if you squint your eyes when you look at them, it looks like they're moving.
Yeah, they're not though. Do they got their arms out too?
If you're tripping bad, it looks like they're moving.
Another new bait this year is the T-Flasher from Euro Tackle. I have not gotten to try these out yet, but they sure look pretty slick.
They look pretty slick. I can't wait until they make it a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
For pan fishing. The two sizes that we carry are, to me, they look like they're either crappie
Yep.
or bigger. Walleye, white trout, that kind of stuff. But
I would like to see a smaller size.
And
too.
this is the first year they run with these. So these are the tungsten T-flashers. These things look awesome. And Euro Tackle for us has just been a phenomenal company.
Yep.
With the Z-Viber, I mean, we can't hardly keep that thing still in stock yet on the Z-Viber. So the
Yeah.
Euro Tackle stuff is phenomenal. Plus they do a great job on their social media, YouTube presence.
Speaking of Z-Viber, keep an eye out. We got some awesome custom painted Z-Vibers coming in.
All right, well, let's make an announcement then. So we are going to run a 10% off custom jigging wraps on our website. And the promo code is one that I thought of because I thought it was pretty legit. I got to read it here. It's getting this one. No getting, but it's Jiggy with it.
Jiggy with it.
Jiggy with it. So it's JIGGYWITIT. So just like the Will Smith song, but we're doing it. So that right there. If you're watching, 10% off on our website, which is www.therealshot.com, with the promo code at checkout, JIGGYWITIT. There you go. Use that promo code, and it gets 10% off custom jigging wraps. Go ahead.
We have quite an assortment of those too. There's awesome colors. Next, as some of you might have seen on YouTube, these have been promoted a lot on various.
Oh, Fishing More uses
Fishing More.
these a ton.
Yep. I'm pretty excited to use those. Haven't gotten a chance yet, but I got a feeling they're awesome.
So you mean in the 3 ice seasons that Wisconsin's had so far, you haven't got a chance to use the Gamma Squads?
Have you ever seen my tackle collection?
I know.
I'm calling it a collection because it has to be a collection.
So let me ask you this, Tony. You ice fish a lot more than I do. This is the scenario I ran into. So I went out. I didn't get a chance to go to the bait shop to get spikes. I'm a spike guy, red spikes through and through. I'll buy those over wax worms or white spikes any day. So I had nothing but plastics. I had some Little Adams stuff. I had some 13 plastics. I think I had some Euro Tackle stuff. Didn't have the Gamma Squad. But what did I do incorrectly when the fish would come up and go right back down? Color? Was it, do you think maybe I could have had a little bit better action if I would have had live bait?
It could have been color. There's a lot of factors that can play in there.
Well,
but
give me a
typically
couple.
when that happens for me,
Yep.
I usually downsize. I try going smaller, just make it more of a I go more compact at
So
that point.
would you like almost dead stick in that instance, like with this little guy or something like that?
Yeah. This thing I've found to be quite successful for, like, if you're on fish and they're not really reacting to your aggressive approaches. A minnow on the finicky fooler. For those that are not familiar with the finicky fooler, I highly recommend it. We actually have it this year in the hook setter
Here, I'll
version,
move the bowl that we're
which
giving
is
away.
what we got here. But the original, so this is a 2-in-1 here. It has both the original and then the hook setter version. But it works on an open bail for the original. That's what I prefer.
Yep.
For crappie, perch, walleye, this thing's shined for me. My son absolutely loves it.
Closer to you.
Yep. But it works on an open bail, kind of like a tip-up.
And it also has an adjustment right here, too, for your sensitivity.
Yep, that rubber grommet that's your adjustment for different size minnows that you would have on there. So for like a rosy red, pretty much where it's set right now.
Do you want to move it backwards just a little bit?
Yeah.
Sure. Whatever you need.
Right there.
Oh, look at that. See, we can see ourselves on
Nice.
the big screen TV.
Yep, so the line bail open, line underneath this arm, flag up flush to the rubber grommet there. And then when a fish takes it, they're going to set this off. They feel nothing as long as you have the spool filled up properly.
Yep.
They feel nothing and they can just pull line off, but you're notified just like a tip up that there's something going on there.
Nick was saying that he took the new Akuma Simar,
Yep, the bait feeder.
the bait feeder, and he ran that with bail closed, just with the bait feeder active, and he said it was smooth as silk. He caught tons of fish on it.
Yep. I haven't gotten to try that yet, but that's something I'm looking at trying with it too. I would imagine if you set the bait feeder to the lightest
Setting.
tension.
Yep.
I think that would work out
Well,
quite well.
so that's the nice thing. So if we had to explain that on the Simars, I should have grabbed one. My bad. So basically, there's a lever back here. I don't know where I got to be here, but you just flip the lever up, and then you can leave the bail closed, and it's like the drag is super sensitive then at that point.
Yep. And there's usually an adjustment knob on the very bottom of the reel to tighten or loosen that.
Yep.
And the cool thing about those bait feeders, we have a couple different options in those, but the cool thing about that is you don't have to flip the bail or anything. You literally just start reeling.
Yep. up. Yep. And
Yep.
that's a Simar, right? And a couple. We have it in like
We have-
three different sizes.
We have that and the Avenger.
Okay. Yep. So that would work great in a finicky fooler as well. And then plus you were talking, then it has the hook set option as well, right?
Yep. I don't know if I want to demonstrate this. You
Do
might
it.
lose an eye, man.
Hey, man, sacrifice for the job. That's what I'm here for.
All right. So with the hook setter version,
Now, again, we're talking about the finicky fooler. And remember, we're on YouTube. If you wanted to watch TRS Live, we're on YouTube. But then we're going to cut Tony loose here around 11:30-ish. And then Zach and I will chat for a little bit. Then at the end of TRS Live today, this is when we make the announcement of the winner of the Hoyt Helix bow. It is a right-hand 70-pound adjustable module. We're pretty stoked for that. Go ahead.
so it hooks up.
You should record this because if it smacks me in the face, this is going to be epic television.
That's good. That's good footage.
I think people are excited about that. Ike Beltrain says, "What's up?" Jessica Munt, hi Jess. Paul Coot, where are you fishing today, Coot?
All right.
All right, here we go.
So the main differences here, it rigs up just like the original, but you leave the bail closed.
Yep.
And then this arm is the hook setter feature. That goes through the eye of your rod. So as you can see, kind of like an automatic fisherman or jaw jacker.
The other hook setting
Yep.
devices out there.
Yep. And then as the fish takes it, they trip it, and it sets the hook.
And I shared a video. I think I shared a video to our our Facebook page, but they so Tony says hello from Arkansas, and then I asked Paul Coot Williams where he was fishing today. He goes, in Festival Foods getting lobsters.
Nice.
So we're going to Coot's house tonight for
Sounds
dinner.
good.
But anyways, if I didn't share the video, I'll share it again. They actually sent us a video where they tested it on their hole.
Yep.
Their the styrofoam that they have for their holes.
I think I posted that
Did you?
on our web on TRS Outdoors, I think.
Yeah, but what they did is they took a small treble, like a size 12, I'm guessing, and they ran the finicky fooler, this one with the hook setting aid versus other competitors, and all they did is they ran their hole opener.
I'm not going to call it styrofoam because it strictly says not
styrofoam. But anyways, if I can't think of what the terminology I want to use for that.
Finicky fooler hole cover.
Hole
is what
cover,
it is.
thank you.
Yep.
That's the word. And they ran it over here. Just the penetration power of the fooler over the competitors was unbelievable.
Yep.
So that's going to help you eliminate lost fish as well. So, And we have both options. So we have the original version, and then we also have the this new improved version.
I don't know if I can give price over the internet on this or not, but they're $10 difference. And actually, if you have an original, you can buy the hook setter conversion kit
Oh, nice.
for that same $10.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could definitely make a case for just buying the hook setter
Right.
because
It's easy.
you
You
don't
can
have
use it for both.
Yep.
Yep. And at a $10 difference, it just makes sense.
Yeah, this is a 2-in-1, whereas the original is just that original
and
concept.
so the original one is the free spool option only.
Yep.
Yeah, I would definitely go this route. And I have the original one, and I'm going to add one of these for maybe 5th or 6th ice season this year.
These things, compared to last season, we sold a lot of them last season, but they are taken off. They really are a big hit. I highly recommend adding it to your collection because they're fun. You get to fight the fish on the rod. Kids seem to love them.
Yep.
So,
yeah, like you said, pair it up with that CMAR and you're ready to go. And we were talking about prices, so again, I'll remind everybody with the promo code JIGGYWITIT, you get 10% off custom jig and wraps on the Real Shot website. So that's therealshot.com. Pretty simple to go there. So go ahead, keep rolling.
all right, couple more baits here. Acme has some awesome baits out this year, one of which is the Google Eye tungsten jig. It's got a glass rattle in the eye, the one I'm holding here, Wonder Bread.
I had a dad joke. I didn't want to say it, though.
Oh, you got to say a dad joke.
Yeah, I want to hear it. I'm a dad.
Well, you just said Acme, and I was like, does it have pimples?
It kind of does.
Dad joke. Terrible.
So bad.
I lost him.
Anyways.
I know it's Acme, but Acme, right?
Hey, at least he's trying to be proactive.
Oh, my goodness. What can I add?
I miss doing Real Shot Live. These are good episodes. You lost us now.
He's just gone.
So another new one from Acme.
You've broken him.
Acme. Is it the whitehead?
No.
Oh,
No.
It's got a black head.
Black. Yep.
So would you say that it's better to pop it when you're jigging, or
I use a pop it technique, but
It's gone.
yep.
Just had to show now.
We
it's
lost
not
that.
even a dirty joke. And
No.
all right. Sorry, Tony. We're sorry. We have the maturity level of like a 2-year-old.
All right.
It's a great color, by the way. I like that color.
Anyone like hammered copper, gold, or nickel Swedish pimples? Well, they made it in a tungsten jig.
Oh, look at
Ew.
that guy. Do you work for Acme? I mean, you can
I do
sell the
not.
crap out of these.
No, I work for Acme. These things. Haven't gotten to try them yet. They're going to be good. Give them a try.
Schneiderwin, did you see what Schneiderwin message? Schneiderwin messaged the emoji where they're like slapping their forehead. He's like, you idiots. I'm not sure why you did the girl one, though. Isn't there a guy one, too?
I don't know.
All right, anyways, Finicky Fooler.
Continuing.
No, we're past that. One more thing from Acme.
It's a popular company. It feels like it's spreading. Go.
We've lost him.
Friggin' win.
One thing about Acme, their packaging has no blemishes on it.
What a dick. He turned me off for a moment. No blemishes.
All right.
All right.
That's my addition to that.
We're bringing in the New Year drunk. That's okay.
Yep.
The dropper on it, though.
Yep. So we got the Castmaster D chain here. It's got a dropper chain on it with a treble hook that has epoxy glow on it. Pretty awesome. I think this is a good one. I'm a big fan of Castmasters.
We have a message from Russ Copeland who says, I'm too much of a cold weather wuss to ice fish. Anyone have some winter courage to send my way? I believe if you go to the proper section at Festival or Pick and Save, Brandy does a lot for you.
He
when you're out
does,
there.
yeah, liquid courage. And then Chris says hammer gold is always awesome. So, yeah, that's true story. And then is a joke. I don't know why Bill Meats is a joke, but that's unfortunate. I feel bad for that guy. But Coop brings up an interesting point. We were talking about the finicky fooler, that hook setters or jaw jackers are illegal in Minnesota. And that was one of the reasons that they came up with the adaptation to this.
Yep.
So you could. Yeah, and so in Minnesota is what he's saying is you have to have the free spool option.
Yep.
So the fish has a chance to drop the lure on you. Thanks, Coot. That's very nice. LOL, he says. Yeah, Brandy does a great job. So I got a bottle of brandy for Christmas.
Yeah?
Pretty excited.
Was it pretty good, or do you have any
I haven't
crack
tried it yet.
Well, heck.
Believe it or not, over the holidays, I've only had a half a beer.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
No
yeah, I
fooling.
cut back too, man. It was rough, but we made it.
I had one
We're here.
mixer. That's
Attaboy.
it.
One mixer?
Yep.
I'm curious about this thing. So Justin's got a real big. He's excited for this.
So this is brand new to me. We literally just got these in stock. I definitely could see this being quite useful. But this is the ice defense. What it does is it keeps your hole from freezing over. It draws warmer water from below and circulates it and keeps your hole slush and ice free. So
And I'm trying to look at it here. That's crazy. So I don't even know how it works.
It mounts on any electronics.
So we literally just got this, and we'll do a little Facebook promotion on this one here. But this is called the Ice Defense Pro Series, and once we get more information, it looks. I know Justin was talking about it for weeks. He was excited about this thing.
Yep, it's as seen on In-Depth Outdoors.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, then it's got to be good.
It's got to be good. Those guys are awesome.
Yep. All right, last thing. Talk about the boots. I mean, we can't keep these boots in stock. These are phenomenal boots.
Best boots on earth. I mean,
That's it? That's all you're going to say about them?
Best boots on earth.
That's a bold
You've
statement,
heard
but
it.
they really are the best ones I've ever owned.
Well, slap that baby right here so we can see it good.
Cover my face up.
Yeah, cover it. So this is the Nordman Extreme, and we've been carrying these now for 3 years, I think. And pretty much the staff was the only one that bought them year one.
Yep.
You know, we had a small shipment come in, and then now we can't keep them in stock. The word is out that these are the best boots that you can buy. I think we sell them for like $110.
Yep.
And they have an awesome layering system to them. First of all, the thing that you're going to find when you buy these boots is just incredible how lightweight they are.
I think it's 3 pounds for the pair. I mean,
They're-
that's
They're
crazy.
super light.
They're made with the EVA foam. So what I like about that is I've had my pair for 2 years now, and I've beat them up pretty hard. You don't get your crack lines through the, this portion right here where you do a lot of bending and stuff like that. You can hike for a long time. I wear mine mostly for hunting because I didn't get a chance to fish a lot in the last couple years. They have the cuff on the top so you can cinch it up to help keep snow out of it. They're very comfortable to wear. Oh, that's a heel push?
Well, that's that little.
Oh, that gripper for your ice cleats.
Yep, that too.
That's like the striker suit having your beer holder in it. I didn't even know that's what that was
A lot
for.
of people don't know.
I
about
know.
that. You're sharing a secret that
Secret.
most people don't even know.
Speaking of secrets, go on our website and use Jiggy with it to get 10% off your promo on custom jigging wraps. But anyways, this thing is phenomenal. I like the fact that this is the insulation layer.
You can buy replacements too. They do
Yep.
have them available.
So when fitting this boot to your foot, they're pretty close to true to size. So they're like a 12 is a 12, but this is really what does most of the, the sizing for it. So like you just made a face. Most people recommend sizing up. So if you're a 12, you should probably buy a 13.
I would say try a 13, and that's actually as high as they go with their sizing.
right.
So for guys with bigger feet, I'm sorry.
Not yet.
Yep.
Or not, maybe, hopefully. But
I wear a 10 though, and I actually went with a 12.
Okay.
Mainly because from working in a refrigerator, ultimately I found real quick that you don't want snug. You don't want your feet to be.
Yes. That's when they get cold. Is when
Constricted,
yep. So like Chris is on here and says I have the Nordman Classics and they are like wearing a furnace and hardly any weight at all. Yeah, they're phenomenal.
They're
Cool.
awesome.
So
I ended up buying a pair for my son too. I mean,
Yep.
both me and my son rock them. I got other awesome boots, but these are by far my favorite.
So what I recommend is though in between uses, because if your foot's like mine, it sweats. Take the liner out and let the liner dry as well. Because you'll put your foot in it the next day and it still might be a little bit moist. Because this boot does such a good job of trapping the heat and all that stuff in there. So which is awesome because not many boot companies have that ability to pop that liner out.
Yep.
So, well, cool. All right, Tony, we'll cut you loose, my man. Any words of advice for people here moving forward? Anything you want to shout out to your family, friends, Happy New Year or anything?
We'll just say Happy New Year to everyone, but I do want to mention that we are running 20% up to 20% off on ice suits. So we have the we have the Ice Armor, Ascent, we have Strike Master, Surface, and then Striker.
Wow.
And then on top of that, more good deals. We're starting today, 10% off on all in-stock ice shacks.
Holy
That's hubs
man.
and flip overs. We carry Clam, Otter, and Eskimo. So I recommend stopping in and checking out what we got. We got plenty of other great deals too.
So basically, to recap without naming names, we got 20% off ice suits and 10% off shacks. Because technically we can't say what companies, but oh well.
I just think we can't call out the exact model.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, so come on in here. Plus, you can use Jiggy with it to get 10% off on the website for your custom jigging wraps. Cool, man. So we got a lot of awesome stuff. You're fully stocked. You get stocked up twice a week now on live bait as well?
Yep. Mondays and Thursdays are when we get them in. We have a huge assortment, more than ever before. We got small, medium, large emerald shiners. We got medium and large golden shiners. We have small, medium, and jumbo fat heads, not flat heads.
No, I have flat heads.
Fat heads.
Yep.
We have rosy reds, walleye suckers, pike suckers, frozen smelt, which if you're chasing big pike, I recommend using frozen smelt.
Do we stock hot dogs yet?
No, and personally, I'm not going to get into that.
Okay. Before we let you really run, Scott says, any specials on ion augers?
Come see me.
Come see Tony.
We in store right now. We have advertised. You can get a spare 3-amp battery for the ion. It's $50.
$50.
Yep.
Which is a good deal.
Yeah, you save a lot on an extra battery.
Yep.
But come see me in store.
Him. Tony's in control, so come see him. He's the boss.
Yep. I can help you out. Plus, we price match, so.
Yes. We price match not to lose money, though. Let's clarify that. We had a guy come in today, wanted us to price match a competitor, which we will do, but when that competitor is selling it below what our cost is, I'm sorry, we can't price match that.
Right.
We'll make it up, and we'll do everything we can to be as close and as competitive as we can. But just to clarify in the price matching thing, we're not in the business to lose money, so unfortunately we can't sell stuff at a loss. So, but the guy came in and bought it anyways. We got it close, and he was happy with this. So,
yep.
Tony, before you leave, today hours, tomorrow hours?
10 to 4 today, 10 to 4 tomorrow.
And then back open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, normal hours.
Normal hours.
All right, cool. Well, thanks, everybody, for watching that. That's Tony. He's going to be cutting out of here. We have one last job to do. We asked you to do us a favor, and we did a holiday end-of-season Facebook commercial that Zach filmed and did all the amazing work to it, and it turned out amazing. So what we asked you to do, I can help you carry stuff too, bud. We asked you to share that video 1,000 times.
Yep.
And what the present was going to be for one lucky winner was going to be this Hoyt Helix bow. So we have done a random draw. Zach did that today.
Yep.
Off of just all that Facebook stuff.
Yep.
And we have an official winner chicken dinner.
We have an official winner. Do you want to move over a little bit?
Yeah, I see. I'm not in. I wasn't moving.
You floated.
There we go. So
There
this
you
is
go.
the Hoyt Helix. So I'll just break it down really quick. So this is I believe it's a 70-pound. 60-pound. It is a 60-pound in the Kuiu or Kui or however you want to say it. I think it's the Verde. Right-hand model. It is also adjustable on the cams by a modular adjust. But this bow normally retailed in at for $1,100, and we're going to give it to the lucky winner, Zach. And what's that person's name?
The lucky winner of the bow today is Eric Lee from Facebook. Eric Lee. So that's ERICH Lee, Lee.
Okay.
So we will reach out to you, Eric, unless you're watching right now. But we'll reach out to you with information so we can gather that and get this bow over to you.
Yep. So we can get it in the mail. Unfortunately, if we have to ship it a long ways, you might have to help us cover the shipping on it. The fact of the matter is we're giving you a $1,100 bow, so if you could help pay shipping, that would be phenomenal on that. But Eric Lee, ERICHLEE,
Yep.
is the winner of the Hoyt Helix 60-pound right-hand bow. So we will contact him. I don't see his name on here. Russ Copeland says congrats. And between my sons, 2 new. Okay, so awesome. So cool, everybody. Well, this will be, like Mark said earlier today on Trigger Talk, our last episode of TRS Live for 2019. We roll into the 2020 season. We got some cool and exciting stuff. One I'm going to kind of lead into a little bit. We have head-to-head coming up here in 2020. We have some other phenomenal stuff. I had a great phone call last week. I think it was Friday. I reached out to a gentleman on YouTube per recommendation who does magnet fishing.
I'm curious for this one.
So we are working on something together. I don't know where it's going to go yet or whatever, but the main thing is we're going to have him on TRS Live. We're going to probably have him on a couple of times. So he doesn't live in Wisconsin anymore. He lives out of state. So we're going to try to either get him in via Skype here sometime in 2020, springish, and then hopefully he'll come into the store, because the idea is we're working out trying to sell his magnets in store. Right now they only sell via his website.
Right.
But we're going to try to carry his magnets in store. I'm super stoked about this. His YouTube channel is Outdoors Weekly. So his name is Bryce. Really awesome kid. I had a great conversation with him. We're excited about hopefully partnering in some kind of fashion with him. But he does magnet fishing. He's planning on travel to the U.S. next year. So that's one that I'm excited about coming up here in 2020. Plus, we're going to have all the content from head-to-head, other fishing events. We got head-to-head walleye, head-to-head bass. So there's a lot of cool things coming down the pipeline for 2020. Plus, I'm going to concentrate on getting some more guests in the studio for TRS Live. So, thank you, everybody who always supports TRS Live. And we're going to do a lot more giveaways like this coming up here, too, in 2020. We really appreciate all our fans. Without you guys, a lot of this stuff wouldn't be possible, obviously. TRS Live is one of the main reasons we have the media content that you see right now. So
Definitely.
Hopefully everybody has a happy and safe,
Have a very hateful
New Year.
Spite everyone.
Have a safe and happy New Year. Like Mark said earlier on Trigger Talk, don't forget we have Trigger Talk too. That's going to be bigger and better here in 2020.
Definitely.
Be smart out there tonight. Don't go crazy. If you do, get an Uber, get a Lyft, have somebody drive you around if you're going to party. Zach's got to go to a wedding, so we got to wrap this up. Is it local?
Yeah. It's local for the first part. I can't remember. I think it might be out of town for the reception.
Oh, nice.
It's like slightly out of town, so I don't know. Should be a fun evening.
Well, so are they getting married at 11:59 so they can do their first kiss at 12 o'clock?
No, they're getting married this afternoon, early here this afternoon, and then they are having the reception later tonight around dinner time. And that'll probably go until God knows when.
God knows when. Party.
Party.
So let me see. Catch up here on the comments. Between my son's wife purchased leaves still shooting my Yeah, well, we got the other thing too. Ben is making a comment. There's a lot of bows downstairs that are on sale as well. I mean, basically, that's kind of like we had this end of the year sale. There's just tons of stuff on sale right now.
Right. If you're local and you haven't been here since after Christmas and everything, seriously, just come in here and check out what's all on sale. Because I even walked through here as an employee going like, what? And then, texting friends. So.
Well, and that's the other thing too, is we'll recap here before we skedoodle out, is the new website launch is going to be happening soon as well. So for those who tune in that are not as local as you hope to be, there will be a new website launch here shortly into the new year. And that will be a lot easier to shop custom lures. It'll just be a whole lot easier to shop in general. Then we're going to roll out eventually here the ability to sell firearms on there. So the new website should be coming here hopefully in the month of January. So that's going to be exciting stuff also
Right.
for us here. HT has the rods for that magnet fishing. Oh, there you go. So cool. So if the magnet fishing stuff, that's exciting. There's a lot of cool, exciting stuff for us. But we'll end it right there. Everybody have a great, great rest of your, what is today, Tuesday?
Yeah, it's Tuesday
Sure
only.
it is. So, all right. Well, let's end her here. Happy New Year, everybody, and we'll see you in 2020.
See you next decade.